This is really good. Are y'all ready to talk about GH? Okay then, let's go ahead and get into this theme song.
Yeah, I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's, you know. Said I'm living my best life. Said I'm living my best life.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Random Opinions, Reaction, and Reviews. If you don't know who I am by now, you gotta get with the program. Today I'm coming to do a review on the episode that aired on General Hospital. Today's date is August 8th. My bad, thinking about my boyfriend's birthday. Today's date is August 5th. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So we start off with scenes today with Carly in the park, which by the way, I love the park setting, like a breath of fresh air. She's talking to her baby and basically she says, I got you, babe. Singing now. I got you, babe. Kim shows up and she's going on a walk to clear her head. They get to talking and then Carly fills her in on what's going on with the baby, that the baby has spinal bifida, and Kim is just there as a support for Carly. You know, at the same time, Carly is like, I know what you have going on is a lot with losing Oscar, so Carly wanted to be a support system for her as well. They were good scenes, but at the same time, boring. Just being honest, boring. So they get to talking about Jocelyn and how she was there for Oscar, and you know how Kim's gonna hold a special place for her in her heart. And Carly did give her some good advice. She lets her know, look, every day you wake up, you're gonna think about Oscar. It's just gonna happen. That was your baby. That was your son. Sometimes you're gonna wake up thinking that he's alive, and then you're gonna be hit with realization that, you know what, he's gone. You know, but each day it gets easier and it gets easier. You know, you're still gonna have your good and bad days. And Kim, she's like, thank you for the advice, but at the same time, you have a good support system. You have Sonny, you have, you know, other kids. Me, I have nobody. And Carly's like, what about Julian? What about the Quartermains? And Kim says, you know, it's not the same. I came here for Oscar, and Oscar has made such an impact on me in Port Charles that everywhere I look, I see Oscar. Freaking go to Oscar, the park, Oscar's medal. Freaking go to the Quartermains. That was the last days where Oscar spent. Looking at Drew, that's Oscar's father. Oscar is all that she's seeing. So she feels like it's just better to like cut her losses and just get out of town, you know. And Carly supports her and wishes her good luck. And then Drew shows up and she tells Drew like, hey, you know what? I'm planning on leaving. And Drew supports her as well. Like, look, I'm going to miss you, but you got to do what you got to do. Like, I understand where you're coming from and wanting to cut ties with Port Charles. And he wishes her luck. They hug it out. It was beautiful. We have scenes today with Brad, Wiley, and Lucas, and they're at GH. And they're enjoying Wiley, as parents do. And Julian shows up and he wants to whisk Lucas off to this surprise that he has. And come to find out, the surprise was taking him to DOD, the old DOD house. So I guess Julian is trying to purchase it. And I was thinking like, hey, didn't Michael purchase this house? But then the writers, they had already, they cleared that up from the get, because Lucy Coe was like, yeah, Michael purchased this house for, you know, battered women to have shelter to come to, but the house is not zoned out for it, so he put it back on the market, and he's looking for a better house for women, you know. And Julian really wants to make this place home, and Lucas is asking him all kinds of questions like, hey, like, why do you want a big house like this, you know? And Julian says, you know what, I can grow in this house. You know, I want to make a family eventually with Kim. I want to have space for Leo to come and Wiley and possibly Sam, you know, if she ever comes around and is receptive to me spending time with my grandchildren. This is a house that I can pass on for generations and generations on down, you know. And it was pretty good scenes. We have a moment with freaking Brad and Liesel, you guys. Brad is supposed to be taking Wiley to swimming lessons. And Liesel is like, yeah, you know what? Good idea. Taking him to swimming lessons, because swimming was the thing that saved me when I almost drowned. She's on to him, you guys. She knows. She knows. She's like, look, I know you tried to push me. And did you really think I was going to let you off that easy? And at first, Brad tries to deny it, but Liesel's like, look, I've gone through everybody in my head, and it dawned on me. I know a secret about you that you don't want to get out. And what I'm trying to figure out is, how did you know I knew that secret? And Brad is like, dude, you were wasted. You was going on rambling to Franco about knowing this secret about Wiley and wanting to tell. And Liesel, actually, she does want to get it off her chest because she feels like it'll be better for Wiley in the long run to get the truth out. But Brad is adamant, no, the truth must not come out, because one, he'll lose Wiley, he'll lose everything. And then two, he says, well, do you really want this child to grow up in the custody of the Corinthoses? Yeah, they have the Quartermains, but the Corinthoses, anything can happen. This baby, Michael was shot in the head. Freaking Morgan is dead, that we know of. And at the time, she's like, look, it'd be better if the secret just came out. Like, I really thought she was going to be telling it. But then Brad hit us with this, I don't know where it came from. He starts threatening Britt. Now, you guys know, Britt is Brad's best friend. So I guess Brad then told Britt everything about Wiley's paternity and stuff, and Britt completely agreed that he should keep everything silent. And so, her knowing this secret is aiding and abetting, and she is out on parole. So if they found out, she would be locked up for years, And Liesel like, really? That's your best friend? You really would throw your best friend under the bus? Really? No loyalty. Come on now. I got fake people showing fake love to me. Straight up to my face. Straight up to my face. I felt like Brad doesn't have any loyalty. I get where he's coming from, like wanting to keep the paternity of Wiley a secret so he can continue to be Wiley's father. But at the same time, Britt has been there for him time and time again. And the fact that he would even threaten Liesel like that shows he has no loyalty at all. So Liesel decided to keep her mouth closed. And I did like how Brad was telling her, look, we even now. I pushed you, you pushed me. And they had a flashback of Liesel pushing him. I think they were on Cassadine Island. I'm not sure because I really don't remember that storyline too much. So you guys fill me in the comments below on what happened. Like, I know Brad had some secret on Liesel that she didn't want to get out, and she pushed him. But that was funny. That was really funny. So she decides to keep everything a secret, and she shakes on it. And she tells him, you know what? Good luck, Brad, because you're going to need it. And while they're saying that, freaking Carly shows up, and she's seeing everything. So now Carly's radar is ticking like, ooh, something going on, So we going to see if this secret is going to come out, and Carly may be the one that discovers it. We don't know. But I'm just ready for the baby reveal. We need Jonah back in Michael's arms. Like, he never was in his arms from the get-go, but we need him to be reunited with his father. We had scenes today between Alexis and Neil. I liked these scenes. Neil, pretty much, I knew when he knocked on the door that he was coming to apologize to her, and he felt like, it was unprofessional of him. He feels that it tainted their patient-provider relationship. And Alexis is telling him, look, I want to continue this. Like, you're the best therapist I've ever had. You question me. You call me out on my BS. Like, I need you, pretty much. And Neil is like, no, because it's dangerous for us to continue this relationship, because whenever you want to say something that how you really feel, you're going to tread on pins and needles because you don't know how it's going to impact me. Like, I've shared too much of my personal life with you. We have to start this relationship right here, right now. And Alexis didn't want to do it, but these two gonna get together. There's a lot of tension between these two. They just need some sexual healing. We have scenes today with Epiphany and Finn. Finn wants to find out what Dr. Arthur Cabot is up to. So he goes to Epiphany for help, and at first he comes to her with this lie talking about one of his patients, and there was this prescription that was wrote out for one of his patients that he didn't write, so he wanted her to look into it. He tells her the name, and she says, you know what, are you talking about the doctor that was arrested by the WSB? Yeah, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. So he fills her in. Like, he just comes open and honest with her. Like, look, this is what I think is happening. I feel like this guy is up to something, so you need to help me. So she says, you know what, I'll help you. But I don't have nothing to do with this. I'm silent in this whole situation. So she looks at him, and indeed Finn finds something. I guess the doctor had some prescriptions that were used in the first memory implantation that he did, and he's ordered some of those same prescriptions. So Finn knows that he is up to something, and while he's looking into that, Drew shows up, and Drew fills him in on how the flash drive ended up missing. So now freaking Finn's radar is like, oh yeah, this man up to something. Scenes between Shiloh and freaking Jason. Shiloh calls Jason, look, if you want to see Sam again, you're going to have to do what I tell you to do. And Jason, at first, like, I seen the many looks because I'm a Jason fan. He sent Jason a picture of Sam. And Jason looked it so fearful. Like, I'm like, oh, he loved her so much. He looked it so scared for her, you know. And then by the end of the phone conversation, he's like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. He looked it really pissed. Like, I'm pretty sure he was gonna get his butt whooped. And indeed, Jason shows up, asks him what does he want. And Shiloh says, you know what? You still have to comply. Give me your gun. You didn't come with anybody, did you? Jason's like, no, I'm alone. So then he lets him into the room. And Jason is like, where's Sam? And gets him up on the desk. And Shiloh's toying with him, you know. Shiloh tells him, look, I implanted a decoy in this room because I know that he called Sam a B. He called her B-I-T-C-H. I was like, really, dude? Okay. You really want to trigger Jason? And he already came in ready to light your butt up. Okay. So he was like, I knew she was going to fall for the bait, and she did. This is a decoy. He had the flash drive in his hand. And he said, he explained what he wanted to happen. He wants Jason to go through with this procedure and get Drew's memories implanted in him. And then Sam will be released. And Jason's like, how do I know that she's going to be okay? And he says, I have a down-a-day worker that's going to release her as soon as everything is done. Jason, he couldn't hold it in no more, you guys. He just hemmed Shiloh up so fast, pinned him up against the wall, was going to kill him, choking him out. And Shiloh's like, if you kill me, you won't never find out where Sam is. So Jason had to let him go, of course. These writers, they get on my nerves. That's all I'm gonna say. They get on my nerves. I don't know what else to say about that. Shiloh put her inside of a deep freezer that was in the old Donna Day house. Now, all of the stuff that was in Donna Day was pretty much thrown out on the streets. So nobody knows Sam is in there. Julian, Lucas, even Lucy Coden walked past the trash, and nobody knows Sam is in there. And I guess Sam passed out. You know, it's really hot, and she's up in this freezer that's locked. She'd have passed out. So we'll see what happens. Like, we know Sam ain't gonna die, nothing like that. But yeah, Shiloh gonna get what's coming to him, because you don't mess with Jason's girl. Franco knows that. You know? You guys, I made a freaking smoothie, and it's nothing but fruit, just strawberries, blueberries, ice. What else did I put up in here? Bananas, like a bunch of fruits. And it's so good. But you guys, let me know how you felt about today's episode. Is there any storyline that you're ready to be over? I already know my answer. I'm ready for Shiloh to be done and over with. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? I'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye.
Hey, I finally made my mind, know that I can't go back broke. They saying that my time up, my back against the ropes. I hustle, got my grind, know that when I make the most. I had faith every night and I never lost no hope.